What's going on? It's your dog Art Man Boxing, and I'm back with another boxing conversation. No, actually, I'm back with another art session. Before we get into that, just want to say shout out to everybody who bought Art Man apparel uh, last month. Shh, man, and shout out to everybody that's buying Art Man apparel this month. We doing it big, man. Um, I've been getting so many requests lately, dude. It's my second year in, y'all. First year was great. Second year, we going hard. And we got great fights to paint. And we're about to have a new undisputed champion, Devin Haney. So, man, it's a no-brainer when it came to this art shit with Devin Haney because everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me get this thing popping. But yeah. I've been up grinding, man. I've been up since like 7 a.m. just working. Working. Bomb Squad for life. That's for damn sure. That's true. For life, homie. For life. Speaking of Bomb Squad, they're talking about Wilder on the timeline again. They always talk about Wilder. Like, that dude don't got no fight lined up. The brother is chilling. He is chilling with his family, going on spiritual journeys and shit. Probably smoking the best weed out here. He's just chilling, dude. And ain't worried about what the man got going on. Don't be worried about our brother. Don't worry about that. Worry about, 7-foot giant coke ogre cheating ass champion Tyson Fury. Right? That is the only person y'all should be worried about. And his fight with Dillian White in like the next 2 weeks or something? Ain't that fight coming up? No press, no nothing. Nah, that's their man. They got it. They can have him. So don't be worried about Wilder. Don't worry about what Wilder's doing with his family life. Worry about Tyson Fury, because that's y'all champion, right? Y'all wanted Wilder to lose so bad. But shout out to my dude, Remy Buck. No, man.
Yo, what's the deal, bro?
Shit, not much.
Hey, look, I just gotta tell you, that fucking Devin piece. Hey, I was just looking at that motherfucker. Hey, that hoe is gonna come out stupid on the hoodie.
And that's why I'm telling people, like, I'm not like Kevin Iole and Montero Boxing or whoever them dudes is. I show you guys straight up and direct the product, talk this boxing, and it's like a group project. We all working on this Devin Haney piece. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can see that shit in real time. People telling me what I should add on there. I'm adding it on there. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? We working.
So look, you know, I DM'd y'all about this nigga Montero, bro.
Oh,
I'm tired of this nigga, bro. Did you see this dumb son of a bitch? A couple weeks ago, somebody exposed his ass under one of his posts, and of course, you know he a little bitch. He ignore that shit if you fucking get on his ass. He want to act like he, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't see the shit. If you say something he thinks is stupid, he gonna at you. But if you fucking call him out for being a contradictory dumbass, he gonna try to act like he don't see your comments. So somebody, of course he was talking shit about Haney before he was in the equation with Top Rank, right? Look at this white boy shit they be doing, bro. It's like, man, I have no problem with white people. I have no problem with Mexican people. But you could tell when niggas being tribal without saying it, bro. Of course, you're not going to tell me you being tribal, but you didn't respect Devin till he was with Top Rank.
None of them dudes did.
None of them. All you bitches was saying it wasn't an undisputed fight. Y'all was calling him undisputed. Now y'all in the press conference saying...
I have a screenshot of Mike Coppinger calling... what's his name?
Not an email.
Calling him George Kambosos the real undisputed champion.
Yeah, me too. I seen that shit. When he posted it, I was on fucking Twitter, bro.
We keep receipts. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Because you know these niggas gonna act confused. That's the angle. They think we stupid, bro. Y'all did that shit when y'all came here.
Yeah.
Talking about y'all got some Bibles and shit. That's the same, bro. They got that same energy about everything going on right now. Oh, if it doesn't go the way we say it's gonna go, we're just gonna act like we don't know what the fuck is going on.
And we got sources.
Sources.
You
That's
guys are
scary.
playing the race card. Shut the fuck up. If everything was on the up and up, we wouldn't have a race card.
You feel me?
You think black people are the first people to decide who's what, who's black, and who's white?
We never
You know what I'm
came up
saying?
with none of these
We didn't come
concepts.
up with none of that, so they play the race card first. You know what I'm saying? We in the game.
Them niggas invented the race card.
This card. Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about?
Hey, yes, cokehead. Yes, yes,
Co-
yes.
Yep, loaded gloves. Ogre got a fight in the next few weeks, and nobody gives a fuck about it.
Bro, that nigga, bro. Did that nigga got a wig on in his Abby, first of all?
No, it's like a
Toupee?
no, it's like I think it's like one of those tribal headpieces.
Let
But
me see
yeah,
that shit.
shit. What you rolling
No,
up this
bro.
morning, man?
Bro. He thought he got it, bro. He got one of them young nigga haircuts in that hoe, bro.
But yeah, what you rolling up this morning?
Oh, just some well I actually was looking for my shit. Give me 1 second.
Say yes, tribal. Yeah, bro. I'm Native American. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I'm trying to be just like you, man. Get my reparations. You feel me? They said that shit coming around next year. What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my iPad charged up so y'all can see this masterpiece I've been working on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. But yeah, Devin Haney versus George Kambosos, man. Fight we all been waiting for. Oh, here this guy, Pocho Esperanza, trying to call Devin Haney and us boys. Yeah, shut up. Stop. That's so cowardly. Dudes like you are so cowardly. How the hell you gonna flee from Mexico and come to America and start acting like a white supremacist? Nigga, you are a fucking loser. That is bitch made. Who aligns themselves? Y'all literally aligning yourselves with the people who put your family in cages for trying to seek a better life. And that's the people you want to act like? What? That's some cowardly shit. We have those type of people in our community. We call them out. We call them coons. What do y'all call coons in Mexico? Oh yeah, pochos. Stop calling you a little boy, nigga. Fuck you. You ain't shit. I'm a grown ass man. Yeah, I'm a grown ass man. I ain't no little boy. What Devin Haney said? He said, I'm a man, not a boy. Stop playing with me. We gonna cut that kid shit out right now. We not doing that shit. Hell no. Said what I think about that KO yesterday. That shit was whack. I don't give a fuck about that shit. She not fucking with Clarissa Shields. I hate when they do that. When somebody whack get dropped and then you compare them to the best fucking female boxer ever. How the hell you go? Not ever, but the best female boxer out. Oh, she knocked out this European bump, so that means it's equivalent to beating up Clarissa Shields. Nigga, hell no. Nah. Clarissa Shields will work her. Easy. Said Art, man, salute fam. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Brother Beehive. We in the motherfucking building.
What's going on,
Woo, there
y'all?
we go, right here.
How far y'all get into it?
Shit, we just chopping it up. We were talking about a fight that these motherfuckers not even talking about. White versus Fury.
Why? Okay, yeah. Another thing. Why do these niggas keep talking about fucking Deontay Wilder? Keep the King Deontay out you gay niggas' mouth. Y'all let him get cheated by that fucking gypsy. Niggas telling you in his name he's a fucking swindler. They let him come to America and take our champ out by any means necessary. Fuck them.
And then turn around and say, man, boxing kind of boring right now. The nigga that had boxing lit, y'all allowed him to get cheated. Well, he's so good. It doesn't matter. That's a fair advantage right there. 50-50 fight.
I just don't understand because when the saga between Wilder and Fury was going on, everybody swore up and down they wanted Wilder out of boxing. Okay, cool. The nigga is smooth out of boxing for the minute, and now all y'all could do is talk about him. What is it? Is this some weird love obsession y'all have with Deontay Wilder? What the fuck?
Bro, they missed Wild, bro.
It's like if the heavyweight division actually sucks dick because Wilder's gone, you could say that. Just be honest.
Facts.
Because ain't nobody slumping niggas like that. And most importantly, didn't nobody do Tyson Fury like that. The only people to put Tyson Fury firmly on his ass to where he thought he was going to lose were two African Americans. One, Steve Cunningham, and number fucking two, Deontay Wilder. They were the only people that dropped him so hard and so definitively that he thought, damn, I'm in some deep shit.
Hey, one thing too, I feel like nobody talks about this enough. That nigga Wallen should have got a TKO against him. I don't care what nobody said.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That nigga shouldn't have even made it to that Wilder fight, that second one.
If Wilder had got a cut like that, they would have stopped it.
He out of there. Just like when he got dropped. They did not give him the opportunity. And I mean, I'm gonna lie, it looked like Fury turned this shit off, but still, they didn't even let
he
that
was
nigga
getting back up.
Yeah,
exactly.
They didn't even. They
was waiting for that shit.
Yeah, because they know he carries that ridiculous power for all 12. They were like, nah, that's enough.
It's all right. Fury won. Looking at us.
That fucking round, I will never forgive them for that knockdown that they let Fury fucking get another long count. They let Fury get an additional long count. It was like, it wasn't even worth arguing anymore because it's like, bro, it's clear as day that y'all wanted this nigga Fury to win by any means necessary.
I'll never forgive Jack Reese talking about what's best for boxing. Nigga, this shit should have been over with.
What's best for boxing is him to stop reffing.
Real talk.
Nigga was here for best for boxing because of this nigga. Because if you let this nigga you allowed him, now the whole boxing know that there's a mysterious gangster running the fucking show.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about what the fuck is best about. The moment he said that, I knew it was bullshit in the game in regards to the whole trilogy.
What?
He said that because of Tyson Fury got a long count in the first fight.
Yeah, because everybody was like, hold on, what the fuck? Why did he get a long count? Yeah, I remember.
No, I'm talking to Remy.
I don't remember seeing that, bro.
Okay. Look, check this out.
Wow, man, send me that clip, bro. I gotta see this shit on my own 2 hours, bro. Oh my god, when the fuck did that happen? After the first fight?
Because they interviewed him because it was like basically because everybody was like, yo, that was a fucking long count, and he was just like, I did it for the fucking.
He said I did what's best for boxing. But I let him up. But Remy, check this out. I'm gonna put the link in the back chat. If you go to PBC's YouTube of the first fight, look at the YouTube seconds versus the count seconds from when Fury drops, and you can tell it's clean over 10. It's clean over 10. Yeah, like this shit was supposed to be over.
Shit, though.
Yeah,
during this fight when I was watching it, I didn't think so. Because it was in real time. But after the fact, when I started seeing everybody talking about it, I was like, oh shit. And at the time, I used to just be on Facebook talking boxing with niggas, So.
And this is the second knockdown, not the first one. The first one, he got up in time. The second knockdown, it was over 10.
Okay, all right. Didn't I tell you, I found out about your ass at that time?
What?
Niggas was talking about Art on Facebook. I told Art that shit.
About when? What happened? After the third fight?
Shit.
The third fight?
I think the second one. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, because...
No, it was the third fight. It was the third one. I'm tripping. It was kind of recent.
Shit, I had got a lot of recognition on Twitter and on social media or whatever because I called out the arbitration.
Yeah, I was doing that on Facebook, bro, and niggas was telling me I was stupid. No, they not fighting. Niggas is on my head, bro. And look, I told everybody, bro, I was on Facebook acting a ass for months, bro. I was telling niggas, as soon as Dev get T.O., it's rap. I was telling niggas T.O. was gonna lose to Cambosis the week of. Of course, you know, they was like, oh, you a nut ass nigga, you tripping, blah, blah, blah. What'd he do? Went out there and fucking stunk it up. Then, bro, it's, you know what's crazy? Do y'all remember all those videos? I don't want to veer off, but y'all remember all those videos T.O. was doing in the midst of him and Devin's little saga with each other?
Yeah.
This nigga was like admitting he didn't want to fight Devin.
He's like, I'm a duck.
I'm a duck.
Shark.
And then even before that, he was doing all that nana boo boo shit when he left the fucking WBC, talking about, oh yeah, I'm getting a title shot, you're not getting a title shot, so good luck, nigga. All that weak shit. I'm like, so are you admitting
that shit was so sus?
I'm like, are you admitting you're a pussy, like on the World Wide Web, and everybody is sucking your nuts for it? That's pathetic, bro.
That's why he's gonna be forgotten about.
Facts.
Real talk. Him and Cambosis, man, them niggas gonna end up fighting again for nothing. Just whooping the hell out of each other for nothing.
T.O. looking like a worse Danny Garcia to a degree, except Danny ain't take no L well, Danny did lose at 40. Nobody remembers these losses, but he lost at 40, and they gave him the victories.
Okay.
Y'all remember when he fought Mario Herrera back in the Gap?
No, I know they say he lost to what's his name, some dude, I forgot.
Lamont Peterson beat him too.
Oh yeah, he definitely lost that fight.
No, look, Lamont Peterson was like damn near embarrassing him, bro. Like
he was doing
it was equivalent
on his ass,
bro.
He was doing the Ali shuffle. No, he did some type of shuffle.
He had Garcia out there looking like he never fought a black guy before, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I never, bro. You know, I mean, you know, with age, your boxing knowledge comes more. Like at the time, I thought Danny was the nigga, bro. You know, mind you, we was in high school and shit when Danny was like the guy at 40.
Yeah.
And you know, Danny was knocking out niggas I knew. Like, okay, you knocked out Amir Khan, you knocked out
Matisse.
I think he just dropped Matisse, right?
I think he stopped him.
Wait, who dropped Matisse?
Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia, he dropped him. I don't think he stopped him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't stop him, bro. He just dropped him. And you know, at the time, they was dick pulling Matisse so hard, bro. Like, bro, them niggas.
Yeah, they thought he was gonna beat Danny Garcia.
Fight, if I'm not mistaken.
And but with all due respect, Matisse was the shit. He's somebody that actually earned his hype. And the thing is, he didn't And the thing is, he didn't duck any fucking smoke. He fought everybody. He fought fucking Zab Judah, Devin Alexander, Pacquiao, Danny Garcia. Like he actually earned some of his recognition. Now I don't like dick riding for no reason. But when Matisse he was yeah, but like with Matisse, he was actually willing to go out there and give you something. Like if you whooped Matisse's ass,
Danny was scared though. Danny was scared of that fight. You remember?
For good reason. Matisse's crazy as hell. You saw what he did to Provodnikov?
Yeah, everybody was saying Danny gonna duck that fight, and then Danny fought him and dropped him.
But Danny got cornered though. Or did you remember the context of that time? Like,
yeah,
everybody was fucking with Danny about taking that fight. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. Matisse was a motherfucker, man. He went in there and knocked. And keep in mind, before he fought Danny Garcia, Luis Matisse went in there and cooked Lamont Peterson in 3 rounds.
Yeah, the guy that you just saw that you robbed.
Yeah, niggas was like, whoa, oh hell, and this is after 2 losses, so niggas was like, whoa, oh hell no, I don't want to see that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, Danny get outboxed pretty easily, and he
Danny talking about he want to fight Bud. Man,
right?
He wants some money. He wants some money
because they allegedly the 2-fight deal, they talking about $30 million. So of course Danny thirsty ass went from fucking 154 all of a sudden. Oh, I like Terrence Crawford. I want to fight Terrence Crawford. Never in your motherfucking life.
Yeah, this is the fight that needed to happen for boxing.
Yeah, straight bullshit.
That's the only reason he fought Arrow.
Nah, he saw some property.
In a post fight.
Nah, what happened is he seen some property. He was like, "Hold on, I need some more capital for that."
Right, exactly. Trying to buy a fucking studio to for more of his sister's music. But real quick, in the back chat, I put the link, and then I put what I commented on underneath the link if you can find my comment. But I put timestamps on everything. I put the gloves, and then I put the time when he hit the ground, and the distance is 11 seconds on the YouTube time.
Oh shit! Wow. Y'all see? I don't know if y'all seen the comment section.
Oh my god! What the fuck are you talking about, Rob, bro? No, Danny's not beating no fucking Bud.
Cry.
Garcia.
Man, hey, let Cry in this whole.
Danny Garcia is not beating fucking Bud, bro.
Hey, Art, please let Cry in this.
It doesn't make any fucking
Oh my
sense.
God, Cry. What is Cry? Oh my God, he doubling down. Oh shit. Oh shit. No, Cry, you a net ass nigga right now.
Danny Garcia.
Cry,
Danny
cut that
Garcia.
shit. All right.
Danny Garcia is not beating.
Oh
no
my
fucking
God,
Bud.
Cry, stop it. Oh my God, that nigga Cry say
Because
Danny
you
the
gotta
greatest
understand,
ever.
Crowd is a diehard Puerto Rican. That's why.
He said niggas. Hey, chill the fuck out. Is he? Are you part black? Oh, I forgot.
He said he is.
Oh, okay, my bad. All right, never mind. I was about to say like, what?
Bro,
Hold
Puerto Ricans is niggas, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No, they are not.
What they call? They niggas that can swim, bro.
No, they are not. Not all
No
of them.
facts.
Nah,
Well,
they
I
what
mean,
they
I
claim
look.
on the census form.
No facts. You right. You're right. But I ain't even gonna
Yeah.
cap though. Yeah, that census where will let you know what niggas on. To be honest.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
some of them are, but not all of them. Don't certify the entire group now. don't go doing that. But
All right. So all right, I got a question to ask y'all real quick.
Go ahead.
Have y'all ever looked into Dane Calloway?
who?
Dane Calloway.
That name sounds familiar, but no.
Man, that nigga, he says that America used to be called Turtle Island. And
Is that
that
right?
the original inhabitants of America are Black Americans, but Black Americans exclusively. And that everybody else came in the midst of this country kind of getting cultivated type shit. And, pretty much it's similar to the slave story, but they say that chattel slavery is a lie. It was like some of it was going on in some places, but like where the blacks were organized, they didn't even try shit like that. So what they did was kind of like rewrote history and made us think that we all were just getting raw. I mean, just getting
That we
fucked over.
all was brought here.
Exactly.
A lot of us weren't brought here. Some of us were actually natives to this land.
Okay, this nigga saying Turtle Island is Native American folklore. Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please chill, bro. let me get off what I'm saying before you start saying shit like that, bro. Please. But fuck all that folklore shit, because that's you trying to diminish what I'm saying before I even get my fucking point across. So first of all, it's more proof that we've been here than that we got brought here, nigga. Steamboats didn't get made to the late 1800s. Them boats that they told y'all they brought us over, there's no fucking history on none of that shit. I don't believe none of that bullshit. So all that, because that's the mental slavery they try to put us in, because they don't want us to just beat their ass. That's what I believe. That's what I believe in. You feel me?
The thing is, both things can be true though if you analyze history.
Facts. But see, look, D-Hop, bro, look into this shit called white cargo. You know how these niggas try to act like they come try to talk shit. Oh, you mad because you used to pick cotton? Well, y'all niggas was doing the same shit. Freed white men. They used to be on the census. I think I heard y'all talk about this before, right?
Yeah, except the white slaves were also compensated afterwards, though.
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah, the white
What
slaves.
You said? I can hear you. Repeat that.
I said because the white slaves, number one, they weren't people that were taken in on the basis of race. They were taken in because they were
poor, right?
Criminals.
I was gonna say they were either debtors or they were a hazard to their previous society. So they were taken into indentured servitude, not slavery. Because the white slavery thing is actually a myth that white supremacists use. They were indentured servants, and upon being freed, they were compensated for their time and labor. Okay. Basically, basically the slavery or the indentured servitude was looked at as more along the lines of a rehabilitation sentence, where they would work off their debts, make a little money, and then be set loose. They weren't tortured. They weren't.
But see, look, that's what I was gonna say. That's what slavery was at first in general, though, bro.
Yeah, it was the Roman Catholic Church that decided that it was perfectly fine to enslave individuals
black people,
based on race, because they didn't want to practice such horrific. They didn't want to perform such horrific practices on their own people. So they had the Roman Catholic Church. Declare that slavery based on race was, perfectly acceptable, and that it would actually be a service to the African population to have European influence and direction.
Yeah,
So
so
when
so
you
white supremacy is a religion, basically.
correct, so all
But
right, prior to
hold on. Let's not scare our viewers.
I
Let's
was gonna
get
say we
into
got to
some
do a
boxing.
separate show about that because
Yeah,
there's a lot of different moving parts historically speaking.
yeah. So let's get
facts,
back
facts,
into
facts.
boxing. Let's get
But
back into modern times where
but
in the 1910s, motherfucking Jack Johnson couldn't get a fucking title shot. So was Joe Louis or
but
whatever.
George Kambosos is Tommy
And
Burns.
and
let,
Joe Lewis is doing. I mean, George Kambosos is doing pretty much the same thing, giving him a low ball offer. I wouldn't be surprised if he won 10% of Devin's next purses for the next
Bud
10 years.
Bud fighting Danny Garcia instead of Keith Thurman. I'm sorry, but that's some straight bullshit. And and,
It
and
is,
I'm
but what the fuck we gonna do about it? Ain't
and,
shit.
Why you say
I'm
that?
not cause bro, like I'm not gonna say Danny Garcia is super duper washed because he's never like severely had his ass beaten, but he's
But you
Errol
not
should
Spence
fight
whooped his
somebody that
ass.
Errol Spence didn't fight this time.
right. And
No, facts.
Danny Garcia is incredibly one dimensional. When you up his competition level, that power is severely overrated,
Yep.
and like he doesn't do anything particularly special, and people already have a formula on how to beat him, and that's not only orthodox fighters but southpaw as well.
Nigga, we seen Errol Spence come back from a damn car accident and eat Danny Garcia's left hook.
But exactly, but in crowds like Danny will
Cry
kill, but
still
who has
saying
Danny
Danny
killed?
beat Bud.
Who has Danny killed though? Who has he killed?
Brandon
Danny
Rios
too fucking flat footed. Danny low
Right,
key. Danny will probably look worse against Bud than anybody he's ever. Bud will probably
fought.
clip his ass.
right. Who is Danny killed, bro? Amir Khan? That's not a fucking accomplishment. Like what the fuck? Like oh my god, he slaughtered
What's
Amir
that nigga
Khan.
name? Rod Salka.
Yeah, back when we
That
was
nigga
in
got the
fucking high
biggest
school.
cherry pick in the history of boxing on his record.
Yeah, every time you up Danny Garcia's competition, he struggles like a motherfucker. He got like, come on, bro. He got a majority decision with Lamont Peterson, somebody that Lucas Matisse fucking straight smoked. Like, bro, come on, bro.
Years ago, this is years ago that he had these victories.
Exactly. Recently, he been fucking taking L's. He fought Keith Thurman, lost.
Lost.
It took Brandon Rios 9 rounds
Fought
and
Sean Porter, lost. Fought
lost.
Errol Spence, lost.
Then he fought
Brandon Rios, win.
between
Did you see the
Sean
pattern?
Porter and Errol Spence. He fought Adrian Granados and Ivan Redcash, and he even went 12 with Ivan
Is
Redcash. So
Showtime gonna spin the well? You know, a lot some people feel like he beat Sean Porter. Like nobody gives a fuck, nigga. That shit was such a long time ago. Sean Porter's
Cried,
retired, nigga.
cried, but oh my god, cried is taking the shit in these comments.
Danny Garcia does have a better resume than Bud, but the thing is, we've seen
And
that
he
before.
lost a lot of those fights.
And that's true, but the thing is, we've seen that before. We've seen people come in with a worse resume and beat the brakes off somebody else because your resume doesn't fight for you. It's about boxing. All you're doing is comparing opposition because I guess maybe you don't understand that styles make fights. But the fact of the matter is, there is nothing that Danny Garcia does special that beats Bud. Outside of a lucky fucking punch, that's pretty much it. He
Damn.
doesn't. What is he gonna do? He landed his best shots on fucking Porter and Spence, and they both went nowhere. They both went
Absolutely
absolutely
nowhere.
nowhere. So it's like, what the fuck? It's just like people said, oh, in the rematch, Joe Smith Jr. will fuck around and stop Bivol. Based off of what?
Based off of fucking what? That same thing with this Loma. Just he's predestined to beat everybody at 35, but he lost to T.O.,
People talking about
who
some
ran
Haney versus
35.
Loma is gonna be a superstar fight because at the
Where
end
the
of the
fuck we
day,
all 3 years
Lomachenko
ago?
is such a better fighter than everybody. Even
Yeah,
though let's disregard that he lost to Teofimo Lopez, but he's still better than everybody.
and that's cool. But where was fucking that
Somehow.
energy when he was ordering franchise championships? Where was that energy? First, it was, oh, Devin Haney doesn't deserve the fight. He needs to do something else. Now all of a sudden, it's, oh, Lomachenko be great. What the fuck?
Hey, y'all keep on cooking. I'm gonna be right back.
For sure.
He don't
And then
deserve the fight means he's not white.
yeah, and then you keep, and then he says Danny has accomplished
Like,
more
all right,
than
let
what,
Crowdy.
but again, that doesn't mean anything. Resumes don't fight for you. There's nothing. Name me one thing that Danny Garcia does that beats Bud. Name me one thing he does well. Danny Garcia is with all due respect, a rudimentary fighter with some power. He does not have sufficient boxing skill to do anything, and we've seen that 3 different times. And Lamont Peterson almost beat his ass.
He won that fight, bro. He won.
So,
to me, when I saw that then, I was like, why did they do him like that? But of course, it was because Danny was their draw at 40 at the time. So
yeah, Danny Garcia, people don't realize, but Danny Garcia been in this business making money. He's been making a gang of bread. People don't see that because people see Danny Garcia as a gatekeeper, and I'm like, y'all can talk all that shit, but he's been making bread.
Facts.
He's making a lot of fucking money, and motherfuckers don't really realize that.
He was the nigga at 40 for shit show.
Oh, absolutely. Then he went up and started. He shit the bed.
Who did he fight for that WBC belt? I don't even remember.
He fought Robert Guerrero and went 12.
You said Danny's resume was better than whose again?
But better than Buzz. It is better than Buzz, but Buzz still beats that.
But for namesake, yes. But for like what you did to them, because I think that matters too. When I talk about resumes, it's like, all right, I can say, just like with Charlo, this is why I don't listen to Charlo. Hey, you could say blase, but you can count on your hand how many niggas he didn't look like how he was supposed to against. You feel me?
Right. No, 100%. Buzz slaughters.
Danny got like 8 niggas that was on his head top, bro.
Yeah, that's
like, you feel me? He got like 3 wins that should have been losses. He really should have like 5, 6 losses for sure.
Like Bud is not going 12 with a lot of these motherfuckers. Like,
Bud is getting you the fuck, and the only reason he wasn't knocking niggas out at 35 is because he was too big for that weight.
Right. Oh my god, look at Gladiator Fighting Talk, bro. Check this out. Do you ever go to channels that you like and recommend the opposite? When are you guys going to start supporting some black people? Shut the fuck up, dog.
Get off, bro. I don't understand how they don't see how stupid that looks. Nigga, go to where your people are being championed. Period. Because we do this shit because y'all niggas be hating.
But the thing is, there are plenty of times where we choose someone else over a black fighter. But the thing is, we don't have to prove to anybody that we're not racist. If you think we're racist, assume that. go the fuck away.
Lord Muff says, is Bob Arum still a racist? You dumbass, you don't. Slave masters made money off their slaves, you idiot.
But the thing is, Devin Haney is not signed to Top Rank. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Goofy, and they're making him take less than what he worth, dumbass. So you just proving more that he racist, if anything, because he talked all that shit about him, but he wanted to be in his business still. The fuck?
Yeah, much like Canelo Alvarez, he's simply signing a multi-fight deal in order to have an attempt at the belt. Bob Arum is incredibly racist, so much to the point that he's not even offering the same deal Lomachenko was offered, because the deal Lomachenko was offered was a 2-fight deal with one fight in the United States,
one in the U.S. Knowing Devin.
Yeah, it was Lomachenko was offered a 2-fight deal, the first one in the United States, and if Kambosos won, he would have the option to go back home to Australia. The deal Devin Haney is getting is a fuck you deal. It's less money. It's 2 fights guaranteed in Australia, and then 1 fight against fucking Lomachenko, who doesn't deserve jack shit. So Bob Arum is extremely fucking racist. Extremely fucking racist. Because if he wasn't, and he was getting the same deal Lomachenko would be getting, Devin would be getting the lion's share of the bread.
Because he's way more popular. And I'm trying to figure out. So look, let's think about some other undisputed circumstances, bro. Are they always trying to make it to where the guy with the last belt, even if he's more popular, that he has to take the less? Is that always the case?
It depends on who you are.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, it depends on who you are. Like, for example, people don't remember when Canelo fought Floyd, Canelo had damn near all the belts. That bullshit didn't matter at all. Like, because nigga, who are you? Who are you? You okay? So you whoop some inferior niggas' asses? This the big leagues, homeboy. That's why when people tried to say Floyd was ducking him, he was like, "Wait, hold on, you talking about that little centerbred nigga on my undercards? Who the fuck is that? I'm ducking this." And that's why Floyd took the fight so quick. Because he's like, "Oh my god, you niggas don't even know. I'm about to." That's why Floyd took the fight so quick. He was like, "Y'all don't even realize, bro. Y'all just say I'm ducking everybody. Okay, let me show you what it really is. Destroy this nigga." So
look at what Cry said. See, the thing about that is, Bob Arum, he's racist, but he's also kind of smart. He picks the cream of the crop black fighters to bring on. He not gonna get no niggas that's just kind of good like that. unless he's using them as a stepping stone.
He takes the cream of the crop to control them.
Exactly. And keep them away from his niggas.
Well, I was gonna say, most importantly, he keeps the cream of the crop black fighters to use them to police the rest of his stable. You know that? Because
like,
remember,
I'll get you your ass beat.
Exactly. Because remember when Teofimo was talking that shit, remember when he was talking about that trilogy and Teofimo was talking that good shit? He said, okay, fuck it. Your next fight will be Devin Haney. Then all of a sudden the relationship got better. You see how he do that? Yeah, so he uses the black fighters as fucking police. So
and
it's like,
now, no, my bad, bro.
No, go ahead.
Bro, now that Devin on top rank, you're not gonna hear T.O. even discuss fighting him because he know Devin gonna move up and he gonna move up when Devin move up again.
Oh, Teofimo gonna be on straight hush mode. That's why he doesn't even insult Devin Haney anymore. All he talks about is how he got robbed. You notice when he was talking about that shit, he wasn't disrespectful to Devin Haney at all. Because it's like, yeah, now the shit is real. You don't have no excuse.
Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly. Like the shit is real now. We can easily slide another top rate contract for your bitch ass, and you don't get no title shot. Because God, he does not want Devin Haney versus Teofimo for any kind of vacant belt. Because his career will be right back where it is.
Facts. And T.O. know Devin will wash him.
Oh, bro.
T.O. know Devin will wash him.
Especially for all that nigga shit, Teofimo knows that he has a personal ass whooping from Devin Haney fucking reserved anytime he wants it. He's like, oh, were you talking shit? Okay, for sure. Let's go ahead and make the fight then. Nah, Steve, because the vacant and WBO and blah, 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 yeah, shut your bitch ass up.
You heard him say the only reason they made him lose is because they knew he was going to drop the belts. Why was you going to drop the belts, bitch? You knew Devin wanted that smoke, and you was sitting there lying in his face talking about you was going to give it to him after you beat Kambosos. But you could have fought him before Kambosos and not went through none of this. That's why Kambosos getting 10 M's and you on the dickhead train.
Bro, he could have had 10 million for a 2-fight deal with Devin Haney with undisputed on his own. He could have made this bread plus extra. Bro, what if they got like a trilogy deal? Like, niggas don't be thinking. This is why Danny Garcia is where he's at money-wise, because he fought everybody. Like, you remember when you talking about how he didn't want them to say smoke? That's true. But he took the shit. And look what it did for him.
And he ain't let it get too bad, too, because Danny, that's the thing about Danny, bro. He gonna listen to what the fans saying. Like, if you say he's scared of somebody, he might take a tune-up, but he gonna fight them niggas next, right after that. You know what I'm saying? Danny was doing that shit, for sure.
And honestly, I look at motherfuckers. That's why I like Deverenchenko so much. Because Deverenchenko, he came in the game late. He was like, fuck it, I'll take all the top shelf smoke back to back. I'm trying to get this money.
I feel like my bad, bro. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that nigga made like $10 million in 3 fucking fights. Wasn't nobody fighting each other.
Quick.
He retired now.
He had probably the toughest. He probably had the toughest 4-run thing, 4-run fight. I ain't even gonna care, but like by the time Derevychenko lost to Jamal Charlo, bro, I wasn't looking at him like, oh, you got smashed type shit. And I ain't give Charlo just a shitload of credit, even though I'm from Texas, because I'm like, bro, been in some wars. And he got robbed by Triple G. So it's like, he probably took them fights with the mindset of, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to try to whoop their ass. But I just want my bread, bro. Fuck it, because I know they're going to try to fuck me if it's close.
And he's already older. Like, he stayed in the amateurs too long. He came in the game when he was like 32, 33, whatever. Or no, maybe he was like 27 or something. But either way, he stayed in the amateurs too long. So he's like, fuck it, ain't nobody fighting. Sure, I'll take the opportunity multiple times. And that's why niggas like Munguia and Virgil Ortiz Jr. gonna fuck around and lose to somebody they're not supposed to, like dumbass Teofimo. If Teofimo had got washed by Devin Haney, nobody would think less of him, because that's a fight you're supposed to lose. But he went in there and got straight crop dusted by fucking Kambosos. Like, bro, Kambosos sounds like a fucking STD. Like, come on, dog. You went in there and got destroyed by that motherfucker, bro. Oh my god.
That shit really fucked up, because that's the worst thing that could have happened to him, bro. Yeah, the way that played out, that was the worst thing that could have happened to him. Devin getting the undisputed fight still, and you was trying to nana boo boo that shit. So mentally is what's gonna be, because I believe T.O. elite, bro. He's a young nigga and got himself in that position. He beat Loma, and I mean, no matter how, outside all that lame ass shit he was doing, that nigga's good. And the way he fought Loma and the way he fought Kome and shit, and then I ain't gonna lie though, that Nakatani fight was when I began to question his skills, because he has a problem with fucking with Link. And I think that's why he didn't want to fight Devin, because he know Devin got a way crispy jab. He got the best jab at 35. He moved his feet well. Hold up real quick.
No problem. I agree. I agree for the most part with Tiafimo. I mean, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say Tiafimo is elite, but what I will say is he does have some skill, but I don't think that he plays to his attributes. Tiafimo Lopez is a puncher, but he tries to be a boxer, and I think he fucks himself out a lot of that. Like if Tiafimo would market himself as like change his style to like a Tyson or you know something like that, I think he could have more success. But he tries to be this elite boxer when he's really just a puncher. And one of the primary benefits of him beating Lomachenko was simply size. He didn't let Lomachenko on the inside without making him pay, and he bullied his ass. That's what you got to do. But 88 Sports Star Teofimo Lopez is not a puzzle, bro. He's not a puzzle. He simply is the type of person where him and his father have watched boxing long enough to know who they beat and they know who they don't. And they don't want to go out like that. They don't want to be embarrassed. And most importantly, it's also about what happens with black fighters. People at this point, because of the internet, they know that when you lose to a black fighter, the general public throws your entire skill set out the window. They say you were trash. They say you were never good. They say you were fought nobody to discredit the black fighters. People don't want to. People don't want to go out with that. T.O. lost a split decision. He didn't get washed. He even got a 10th round knockdown. First of all, it was a majority. I believe it was a goddamn majority decision. And give me the rounds that Teofimo won. For the most part, he got fucking washed. The only reason why it was a majority decision was because he got a knockdown in the 11th. So outside,
He almost knocked George out, but I mean, George got up and started working him some more. Oh, you tripping, man? George was beating him to the punch all night because T.O. ain't had no punch that landed for him consistently in any way. His defense was fucking terrible. He got hit with the kitchen sink all night, dude. What are you talking about? You didn't see his face after that shit? Cambosos looked like he got in a fight, but nigga, the next day he just had a cut over his head. That was it.
And it was a split. And it was also a split decision because Teofimo Lopez is the fucking hometown fighter. That's another thing. Like he got fucking washed, bro. He got washed. He got washed, bro. And not to mention, I'm like, dude, did you see him after the fucking fight? His head was leaking. It looked like George Cambosos fucking shot him.
It looked like he hit him with a bat, bro.
Yeah, like you thought exactly. Talking about, he didn't get one. It was a close ass split decision. Shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere.
He won 5. Oh, you thought he won 11-2 like T.O. dumbass. They fought 13 rounds. He was so fucking discombobulated.
Right. This motherfucker is agreeing with the guy who lost because I like boxing knowledge. You and Teofimo must be smoking the same crack. What the hell, bro?
Facts. And then y'all, hey, look, all you Teofimo fans, y'all all retarded because y'all didn't see how stupid and delusional he was before the fact. Everybody else seen it before the fact that had sense.
Yeah, I mean, and keep in mind, I picked Teofimo Lopez to win. I thought Teofimo Lopez was going to either stop him late or win a majority decision. So, you know, I'm talking as a person who actually picked Teo, but he came in there and fucking embarrassed my ass. He came in there fighting like a moron, trying to stop him in 5, not picking his punches, smothering his work. He threw his jab in the garbage. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
He had no game plan, D.
Yeah, he fought, honestly, he fought like Devin Haney fought Adames. I'm like, you picked this time in your career to throw away your jab? What the fuck was that? That was some of the dumbest.
Man, Daryevchenko inside work, bro. I like him, bro. I wanted him to get a belt, bro. I ain't even gonna cap.
But I mean, that's fine against a person like Triple G. When he was fighting Adames, he was fighting that, you know, because Adames was training under Salas, under that Cuban school, and Daryevchenko was trying to beat him with no jab. That's why he ended up getting his ass whooped. Adames put the heaters on his ass, so I was just like, oh, this is sad. It just didn't look good. He was in there swinging. Crazy. He was in there fighting like a dumbass, just winging hooks and shit. I was like, oh, this is disgusting, man. Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't even get to watch that fucking fight.
It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It was some good action, but Daryevchenko, he got beat. He got beat up early.
Yeah. All right, so hey, Cry. By the way, Cry, I don't think we can add you. We can't add him, huh?
Well, I don't have the power to.
Yeah, me neither. I just meant to tell him that. I forgot I seen that up there. Mike Litteris, Remy Bucks, change your name to Capstar. Change your name to Jock Rider.
I don't know where these fucking dudes come from. But
I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy that niggas is just starting to draw hate. Like, man, look, I talk boxing, bro, and I talk boxing politics. All that other shit is y'all can have that gay shit, bro.
oh, fucking, you're looking at Jason. Jason sniped his ass. He started saying nigga and all that nonsense. But yeah, no, Tiafimo. When Tiafimo got dropped, it was funny because that's what happens when you're too one dimensional. And Remy, despite the fact that I disagree, that I disagree with him being elite at this moment, I do agree with you in the fact that he is more skilled than what he showed. But however, when you're in a pressure position and you're fighting someone who you're maybe not used to fighting, you can unfortunately become one dimensional. And Cambosis and his team were counting on that. And that's why he timed that right hand over the top. You could tell that shit was rehearsed. That right hand that he dropped Tiafimo with, you could tell they rehearsed that shit like 1,000 times. They're like, watch, he's gonna come in with his left hand low. He's not gonna jab. He's gonna try to hit you out with that power right. You can just, block his ass. And then that's what is happening. Same with Tank and Cruz. They knew when Tank was pressured, he would resort to what he has the most success with, which is that rear bolo uppercut. And unfortunately, he ended up breaking his shit. And Cruz and them knew that. So that's why it's important to, have a variety of assets. That's why fighters like Bud, Spence, Haney, Duran, Ennis are so dangerous because they have a variety of assets. They make adjustments.
Them three niggas you just named punch Arsenal stupid.
They throw, like I said, they throw. I always say they're so dangerous because they throw every punch. I always say Bud is so dangerous because he throws every single punch.
Errol's punch placement and see Bud's speed and power with that shit, with the shots the openings he sees is what I like about him the most. Same thing with Boots, but Errol is like he's like a boxing robot, bro. Like that nigga is literally calculating what's gonna work, and that's what I noticed too. I never really kind of because I'm used to him going forward so much. I never realized I'll like miss the calculation of the pressure, you know.
No, Errol Spence has some very because he looks very fundamental. Errol Spence has some very underrated footwork. Like I was watching the Danny Garcia fight last night, and he had Danny Garcia hitting air. Like he would land the punch.
I watched it last night too. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I watched that last night too.
he would throw the straight left, and then he would just leave both feet at the same time and slide back real quick to dodge the counter right. And Danny Garcia was like, woof, whip.
I seen that right he hit him with over the top he was talking about. I forgot. No, it was a left, I think. It was a left.
It was a loop.
It was a left hand, overhand left.
Tell me I'm lying though. That
no,
shot,
no, he gonna drop Ugas at the least with that.
If it lands, that could put Ugas out body.
Especially if it's early. If it's early,
because I know Artman said that Ugas uses the high guard, but he doesn't really. Ugas fights with his hands a little bit lower, like a Teofimo Lopez. He has his hands up high toward his chin, but they're not always covering it. If he hits him on the temple or the chin, that shit might be over. So you saw Danny Garcia.
I'm telling you, I'm saying Ugas, you could watch Ugas. I'm telling you, he'll walk in with his hands like that, like he's in a high guard, wait for you to throw yours and then swing over the top, try to counter your jab. I
that's not gonna work if it's somebody bigger than him though.
I feel like look at the Manny Pacquiao versus Ugas. He'll walk in with his high guard. Manny will try to throw a little jab, and he'll just literally shoot right over that jab outside of the high guard. But
Manny ain't got no length to
what I'm saying is, I think that what's gonna happen is he's gonna feel Errol Spence's power and start shelling up.
Probably he's gonna get. I mean, because Ugas.
What do you think Ugas gonna do when he start getting hit? You think he's gonna start swinging back, throwing them body shots?
I mean, basically,
and get hit up over the top. Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, normally what he does is when he feels someone closing the distance, he shoots the two hooks, the two left right hooks to the body, and works off the double jab and the right like he did with Pacquiao. But I think that's what he's gonna do. I mean, because there's a 3-belt unification on the line, you better throw the kitchen sink. You get in trouble, to start swinging, or move your goddamn feet. I mean, those are the only two.
You think Errol gonna get on him from the gate or what?
I doubt it. I feel like Errol might try to gauge his power, jab his way in, get some early rounds in the bank, and then probably turn up the heat round 5, 6 maybe, and then try to blast his ass. I hope Aerosmith jumps on him from out the gate because I don't think Uga's gonna be able to handle it. I don't think Uga's gonna be able to handle all that. But the thing is that like both fighters are gonna be at their energy peaks. So you want to drain, you want to have because Ugas is older, so you want to drain him some.
And I was thinking that too. He been through a lot. Yeah, I feel like them training camps be hurting his ass.
I mean, but he only started fighting top shelf competition like later in his career, so he hasn't been through that much. I mean, he had some early losses, but as of late, I mean, he went through
They said that man tried to leave Cuba multiple times.
man, Cuba, people talk about Cuba some impressive dictatorship. That motherfucker escaped 6 times and didn't get locked up. they're clearly relaxed.
It was really a dictatorship. The first time he got caught, he would have got shot in the head.
That's what I'm saying. They let this nigga.
They said, you gotta go. Not to America.
Niggas do to that. I heard they don't let niggas defect, but that's what they do when they do, and they catch them.
I mean,
that's what I'll do if I was a dictator.
Right,
You trying to leave, nigga? You trying to leave me?
That's fucking treason. He always talks about Cuba as a super oppressive place that needs to be liberated, but he escaped the country 6 times and was never arrested or beat up or shot. Come on, bro.
That's just some weird shit to me. Why are you not there staying and fighting for your country? Liberate them.
Don't ask them that part. They'll just blame American citizens somehow. Well, y'all sitting over there drinking Starbucks is watching. Nigga, so what the fuck we supposed to do?
It's the government.
Yeah, it's always some stupid shit. Like everybody else supposed to. They always talk about how black people want handouts, but meanwhile.
Who all Loma beat at 35? Just Crolla, Linares, Comey, Nakatani, right? And Campbell, right?
Let me see, just so we can get some exact information. I believe he beat Pedraza for a lightweight strap.
Wow.
Some tank leftovers. But let me see real quick. So he beat Linares. Yeah, he beat Pedraza. He beat Crolla. He beat Campbell. He beat Nakatani and Comey. Damn, when you say that resume out loud, it sounds kind of
mid.
It sounds kind of
because niggas act like that makes him the best at 35. Y'all seen that dumbass poll?
You know he's a first ballot Hall of Famer according to Ludabella.
But then when you bring up the resume, people talk about belts. But then when you bring up Devin Haney, belts mean nothing. So it's like, okay.
So let's keep it 100. Lomachenko forfeit them belts there, man.
Facts. So look, Pedraza knocked out by Tank. Campbell knocked out by Ryan Garcia, beat by Linares.
And Campbell was never good.
Seven KOs. Had 7 KOs in 21 fights. Nakatani, I don't even need to even. He's a contender.
Nakatani was a nobody. He was some asshole that Fimo went the distance with. He was an undefeated dude. He was an undefeated dude out of Japan that nobody had ever heard of.
Hey, that nigga. Oh, hold on 1 second. NJMP said you just wanted IG models and millions, not freedom.
Facts.
Fuck you talking about?
Facts. He don't care about the old country. He out here
in fur coats and Cartiers and shit.
Yeah, he bought a new house. He bought a new Escalade.
He was all access. Look at my new Rollies, nigga. They all got these in Cuba, nigga.
Right, exactly. Flossing on motherfuckers.
Flossing on them niggas over there.
With your broke ass.
Flossing on them niggas.
He said, "Yeah, you just like, yeah, I was one of them dudes that said I was gonna leave Cuba and come back with some money for my people. But when I got my money, nigga, I was gone.
Exactly.
I was gone.
That dude fucking turn pro, got his bread and skirted. He was fucking up out. He's like, fuck y'all.
Now they trying to make their own community of rich Cuban niggas that play ball and boxing. They call that home in Miami.
And I'm cool with it, but just don't talk all that old country shit like I'm supposed to care and you don't care.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on niggas getting money. Get it how you live, but don't try to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing and you don't even give a fuck about the shit. That's all I'm trying to say. That's why I like Morel so much, because he don't even talk none of that shit. He just be like, yep, I'm doing me, I'm getting money. I got my Cuban links, I'm poolside. He don't talk about none of that shit.
Say
Well,
he didn't get his girl till he got rich.
of
Hey,
course, Jason. Come on
get it
now.
how you live.
You think she about to waste that body on a fucking nigga that work at Savons or some shit? Nah.
And then she over here pretending like she cared for that nigga going to the. I watched the All Access. Let's talk about that. Did y'all watch that?
No, I haven't even seen it yet.
You watched it, Remy?
She waiting for that nigga to croak.
Remy, you seen it?
No, I haven't, but I seen her.
Oh shit!
Okay, so she was she was in the gym. She was in the gym with him while he was sparring or whatever. I'm like, man, I wouldn't be surprised. This bitch was like, yeah, baby, you ain't gonna win this one.
I told you, as soon as she loses that belt, she gonna get pregnant and then she gonna be out. I'm telling you, she gonna have 1 or 2 kids, get that body back in shape, and then try to get her an NBA player.
Do y'all see? Do y'all see all the Spanish fans hopping on Yuga's page talking about typing him in Spanish? Good luck, champ. You're gonna beat Spence. I'm like, you niggas is fucking frauds. And then
And they ain't gonna hit him up
they'll
ever again after he lose.
they'll post some shit like that, like, yeah, Yugas, you're gonna beat Spence, and then turn around and say, well, Spence and Crawford need to happen.
Right, and then the thing is, how much respect was Ugas getting before he was mentioned in the Pacquiao conversation?
None. They're saying he's a bum. Sean Porter beat a bum.
They were saying that Sean Porter lost to a gatekeeper, but
To a gatekeeper.
now all of a sudden, Ugas is the ultimate badass. I can't stand y'all, bro.
Ultimate Latino badass.
Y'all friends are fucking trash. It's just like, for example, we talking about Lomachenko. Look at Gary Russell Jr. Before Gary Russell Jr. fought Lomachenko, how much respect was Gary Russell getting? How much respect?
0.
And then all of a sudden, oh, he beat the great Gary Russell. Oh, shut the fuck up. Can't stand that shit.
He beat an active Gary Russell. That's the difference, D-Hive.
Oh, right. Oh, I forgot. He doesn't defend the belt often enough. Oh, I can't stand these flip flopping ass.
They say all that shit, but was patiently waiting when Tyson Fury and Eddie Hearn then was telling them 1 more week.
And then when people called out that the reason why Terrence Crawford was going south because Bob Arum is racist, nobody believed it. Then lo and behold, their favorite fighter came out and said, "Yeah, it turns out Bob's racist and nobody's ducking me."
Bro, that made all that shit that they've been saying about Spence ducking Crawford look so stupid. That shit, y'all whole theories, 5-year theories and shit went to trash in the fucking matter of minutes.
And now all y'all doing is they acting like all that shit didn't happen. How they haven't been talking that shit for years. Now they're just talking about, oh well, boy, Ugas is a tough fight. He's been through a lot. The car accident and this eye injury. Oh boy, I don't know what he's gonna do with Ugas.
One thing Spence said in the All Access, he said he feels like his left eye is now better than his right eye.
Is that the left eye that had the
whatever eye had the accident? He said he feels it's better than the other eye that didn't have the accident.
Oh, well, probably because he had surgery on the shit.
Yep, repair surgery.
Yeah. And it's funny because to put all that in perspective, that basically means that Errol Spence cleaned up Danny Garcia while fucking injured.
Yeah.
That eye injury.
And this is who Bud's about to fight.
Right.
Instead of fighting the guy Thurman, who's been talking all this trash, that only person that beat him, even though everybody likes to say, oh, Thurman ain't this, Thurman ain't that, he only lost to Manny Pacquiao, a guy that y'all rated so high.
Yeah, y'all
by a split decision.
And motherfuckers still say Manny Pacquiao is magically better than Floyd Mayweather somehow, even though we saw how that fight. They're talking about, oh, if Manny Pacquiao was younger, he would have stopped Floyd Mayweather. Really? Okay.
If Canelo was a little bit older, he would have beat Floyd Mayweather.
Right. If Canelo was 10 years older, he would have done something with him. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
If Canelo was the Canelo that fought Rocky Fielding, he would have beat Floyd Mayweather at 147.
100%. 100%. It's just, and like, I can't stand that prime for prime argument with folks. I'm like, look, y'all, if y'all take anybody, because Floyd was older than almost everybody he fought except Marquez, I think. If y'all take Floyd Mayweather and turn the clock back on him and give him any more of any of the attributes he already has, he stops a lot of your favorites. Like that prime for prime bullshit. If you were to give Floyd back 10 years of strength and speed with the knowledge that he has against the 23-year-old Canelo gets stopped viciously. Like, what are y'all talking about? It's just
What
retarded.
are y'all talking about?
Yeah, like it just don't make no fucking sense. Oh shit, Tatum Crowd going back at it. Ugas is a hype job. No, he's not a hype job. It's just he's not the ultimate fucking warrior. Like that's
I like
he.
Yugas, but Yugas he ain't better than Spence.
I don't like Ugas personally, but as a fighter, he's solid. Then Spence
Yeah,
wins don't mean shit. I mean,
Why
the thing
you don't like Ugas, Dion?
he be talking shit. Like he be talking slick shit about
Black
African Americans.
Americans.
Like he was talking shit about Gary Russell. He was talking shit about Boots. But I'm like, okay, so before you retire, you should probably fight Boots then. And I didn't get a response on that. I'm like, yeah, exactly. They just fucking hostilize you, stupid ass. Talking shit. Who is Boots' next opponent? I've never heard of this person. I'm like, nigga, have you seen your resume? Relax. You didn't
He
start
got this belt and start acting the ass, didn't he?
bro. And the only reason he's even here is because Spence had an accident.
Right.
Right, like boy, you weren't even in the conversation. What are you talking? What are we talking about here?
And the thing is, if Spence hadn't had this accident, guess what Ugas would be right now? A motherfucking sacrifice to either Boots or Rashidi Ellis or fucking or maybe even Keith
He
Thurman
would have
in
been
our next
fighting,
fight.
fighting Bud.
Or right, or that. So I'm like, bro, you would have been on the sacrifice list a long time ago if Errol Spence didn't pull your ass out of poverty by the fate of Jesus. So you need to relax,
But
dog.
he didn't put his rollie on and got some big booty sex. Now he think he the man.
Right, Lil Pacquiao paycheck got the booty. Now he off duty. He acting crazy as hell. Like, oh, I'm rejuvenated at 37 years old. I'm about to be a fucking Cuban success story, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
He said him beating Errol Spence is gonna be the greatest victory in Cuban history.
Right, and it would be, to be quite honest, because y'all ain't really been accomplishing.
That lets you know, like, damn, oh, damn, who's really doing shit before you?
I mean, what Casamayor?
Damn. So you
I
telling
mean,
me there's a whole Cuban school and only a couple motherfuckers accomplished that much?
nigga talking about, oh, Salas is the ultimate game changer. Yeah, yeah,
Man, I better be putting your faith in David Morrell. That's what y'all need to be doing.
all right, dude. My moment is crazy.
Man, the more y'all start telling me about him, like I seen him, bro, but like I start watching him for real, bro. Like he kind of slipped my radar, bro. Like I like his style. I like how he he's a guy. He's gonna be a nigga. Sure.
No, but Kevin Effect, yeah, Ugas doesn't talk any shit verbally. He says a lot of shit on Twitter and Instagram now. So he makes sure because of his limited English not to talk out of his ass. But on Twitter he be cutting up because he can get the shit translated or whatever. So yeah, on Twitter he be acting a fool. But yeah, no, David Morrell is.
Even it's I don't know if it's the translation or what, but he be sounding like he talking real breezy about the black folks.
Oh, absolutely, talking all kinds of shit. And anybody who's cool with that Father of the Year dude is pretty much the opposite to me. So
No, real shit,
yeah,
real shit.
I do
any,
not like that nigga, bro.
anybody who's cool with him and like follows him and has decent conversations with him, I'm pretty much don't like you. And
Dude, I can't wait to see that dude in person. We just gonna have a real conversation.
he's not
That's
gonna
all I'm
identify.
saying.
He's not gonna identify himself. He's not. They're not built like that. They don't. He's gonna be like I have immediately. He's gonna be like, oh, I have a family. My wife and kids are here. Dumb shit like that. They always do that weak shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, nah, David Morrell is crazy. Like if Charlo move up to 168, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see that shit going. I see that shit going way left. I'll just put it at that.
Charlo's in a tough situation, man. He needs to fight somebody now. After this fight, he gotta fight somebody.
And I understand his situation too because he knows that if he takes the L, the public backlash is going to be huge. But that's what it takes, bro. That's what it's
You
going to
see
have
what the
to
risk Devin Haney taking, niggas? Shit, a lot of these older niggas better start waking up and say, hey, man,
be. That's what
if
I'm
this
saying.
young boy has to do this shit, I might have to do the same.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in a position of where people are obviously ducking and you can't get fights made, then you gotta take the risk, bro. I mean, shit. It's an in-house fight. It's easily makeable. Yeah, David's gonna be this big, but do your research, do your studying, and cater your style to him, and that should be it.
Nigga, you gotta take risk. You gotta take a
Now,
fucking
now that you
risk.
point that out, Devin Haney and Shakur making these niggas look like, because Shakur taking less money too, fucking Oscar probably trying to
You
That
know,
nigga was
Shakur, you know, Top Rank was trying to stiff Shakur with that out of that herring fight.
They was. And
And they had to,
really,
Jay Prince they had to talk about getting lawyers involved. Next thing you know, they're like, well, we got a fight for the WBO belt.
well, Jay Prince is the type of nigga to send somebody to the ops gym and all of a sudden motherfuckers start having accidents. So that's why they're
Exactly.
like, well, we don't want nobody to get hurt. So let's just go ahead and make the fights like we were supposed to.
Cause they was, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I fuck with her, but they was not trying to look at Shakur Stevenson way. They was on some friend shit.
Right.
And it's like, nah, nigga, you got this belt. I'm trying to get this shit up off you.
The public pressure was huge, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
Herring said, "Well, I don't duck nobody." It's like, nah, nigga, you was thinking about it. Don't act like you was just like, oh, I'm gonna fight him off top. Like, no, you considered it because we were talking about it, and you had to mull it over. You said, well, I gotta see. We're talking about a Valdez unification.
He was trying to get, because they was gonna fuck around and make him versus Valdez, right?
y'all can
Because
see this.
Valdez had a better chance of beating her.
And that's why they wanted him. No, we can't see that, but well, I can at least. But no, that's why they wanted it because they knew that Valdez had a better chance against Herring than Shakur. And keep in mind, I'm not gonna give Shakur too much credit because I think Bud contributed to making this fight more than anything. But I do appreciate the fact that it's happening. And as far as the pay differential, you know what that is, bro. That's that sacrifice compensation. Like, sorry, nigga, but here you go. So when you take some time off, you can have a little bit of money in the bank, but it's that sacrifice compensation. They got to
My
pay.
dude boxing section says, shout out to my dudes in the chat. Shout out to you, man.
Shut up, boxing station. But yeah, no, it's that little sacrifice paycheck. It's just like Cambosis. They know that Cambosis' career is really not gonna be up from here if you fuck around and lose twice. So they're just like, here you go. You can have some time, buy yourself a house, and live comfortably. Because after this, this is probably gonna be it for you. This is gonna be your one career high payday, and then it's gonna be a line of ass whoopings waiting on you. So they trying to set him up in position. They're trying to set him
I
up.
wouldn't be surprised if Cambosis retires after this Devin Haney fight. Ain't no telling if he suffers like a fucking broken orbital bone, broken hand. He fucking around trying to headbutt Devin.
Yeah, like with Philip Warrington. He wanted Burchell before that. Yeah, and he wanted Burchell after. Why? Because Burchell's not that good. Wanting to fight Burchell is not like a signature of a warrior. Burchell, look at Burchell.
Man, they kicked that nigga Herring to the curb. And today's the anniversary of his fight with Frampton.
Well, that's on. I mean, they're cutting their losses, making room in the stable for more younger blood, and that's whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna say Herring is a huge loss, but they shouldn't have cut it.
They looking at him like you kind of yesterday's news.
Yeah. Not to mention the percentage on whatever the percentage on what they're gonna be getting off the pro bellum people he's gonna be fighting probably not gonna be a lot. So they're like,
Mm. Cold blooded. Real shit. These niggas is cold blooded. All right.
They said he'll get 20 million. That's retirement money. Yeah, and Cambosis should. I mean, because his whole resume up until this point has really not been great, and he struggled with those people. So you get 20 million, fuck it, that's it.
Hey,
Why?
you remember your friend Rob?
Wait, who?
Rob, the Devin Haney hater.
There's a lot of niggas named Rob. I don't.
Remember he was on the live stream and y'all had a little heated exchange.
Oh, right. The dude kept talking about Lou DiBella's imaginary fucking contract.
Yeah, and then so I'll go on his page. This nigga is Team Cambosis, bro.
Oh my god.
He
So
the only Negro on the planet that's Team Cambosis right now. I said, bro, are you serious?
he gonna resort to cooning? Really?
What pisses me off is that he fuck with the black folks, but for some reason he hate George Cambosis. No, he hates Devin Haney. Oh yeah, and what's his name? Javante Davis. He got Cambosis and Rolly winning.
He doesn't like Tank?
Yeah.
Why didn't he like Tank?
I don't know. But he a big Gary Russell fan, and I fuck with Gary Russell. But I'm like, dude, you can't be doing this, nigga.
So what? He just hates niggas under 30? Like, what the fuck is that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Why doesn't he like? I understand why people who like Tank don't like Devin Haney. That's just they can relate to Tank more on some childhood and upbringing shit. I understand that, even though I think that's stupid as well. But I don't understand why he hates both of them. Like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Should Gary Russell get slaughtered by Tank? I don't know.
That's facts. Nah,
Hey,
I
I
think
said,
Tank default his ass.
I said Gary Russell. I mean, I said Javante Davis, the Tupac of boxing, got a big
That
influence.
was funny as fuck.
Not saying he gonna pass and die, the shit like that at a young
No,
age.
it's just, I don't
I'm
know.
just,
He
Just
could
to
have
see
if
that
he had
made me
been under the
laugh.
right. If he had been
but
under
I'm
the
just
right
saying.
management.
I'm just saying because he like a street nigga that's in this shit or whatever, and people like that image.
No, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
facts.
it's true, and I mean, he could have easily been, at age 25, capitalized on all this stuff, but he been, under management, and he been waiting, and Mayweather been moving kind of funky, so it is what it is. But hopefully, after this Rolly situation, he could actually start collecting the scalps he's supposed to. But no, I agree with that. I think that at
I hate
135,
Rolly. Fuck Rolly.
yeah, Rolly's a scumbag. I don't even like him as a person. Like
Me neither. I really don't. I don't like him as a boxer person.
yeah, he's a little trash ass little kid. He's
We ain't
raised
buddy. We ain't damn sure ain't friends, nigga.
right, yeah. But no, I actually agree with Carl now, and I think that at 135, at 126, that might have been some different shit. All right, even at 130, but at 135, yeah, Tank will probably get that ass. I'm not saying Gary Russell didn't put up a good fight, but like Tank will just get on the inside and land on him, probably get some knockdowns, probably fold him over. Yeah, yeah. I don't see that shit going good for Gary Russell at 135.
Mm,
He still take the fight though.
I think I'm going nuts on this painting right here. I don't know if y'all can
Yeah,
see it.
facts.
No, I mean, no. Why do you want to discredit Spence' opponent to discredit him? No, it doesn't.
I ain't discredit Yugas, but here's the thing: nobody rated Yugas higher than Spence or Crawford. So for y'all to jump out the woodwork and act like this guy's some type of, you know, killer, it's just like, man, y'all gotta stop playing with yourselves.
I'm not discrediting Ugas. I'm simply being honest about the situation. Ugas is past his prime. He has 4 fucking L's, but he has a belt, and that's going to lead to an undisputed fight with Crawford. So that is valuable in and of itself. I'm not going to sit here and say Ugas is some super ultimate badass just to be on Spence nuts. Like that's not how I get down. Is Ugas a talented fighter? Absolutely.
That's what Canelo fans do.
Yeah, that's the
They
word.
saying why y'all not like Canelo fans?
Yeah, we're not the fucking same, bro. Ugas is very skilled and can fuck up a lot of the welterweight division right now. But he's not, with all due respect, he's not on the level of a Spence or a Crawford, even though he got over on Crawford in the amateurs. Like
I
everybody
think
talk about his, huh?
this nigga cried talking about Gary Russell gets slaughtered by Tank. I just looked at it.
I mean, slaughter is some strong language, but I do think Tank will win that one.
First, I wasn't talking to y'all. Spence kills him.
Spence kills
I
who?
got you just solid fight, but he not elite. He elite, but there's some fighters that can beat him right now.
Yeah, I mean, especially at his tender age. Yeah, it was small. What's up, PGH Big Dog? Yeah, but no, that's why he was hauling ass and staying on it. WBA said, "All right, you got to fight Stangonia." He was like, "Oh, what? Oh my God,
All my life,
I've been through so much in Cuba all my life. I had to fight." He was over there
this
crying
isn't fair.
he
He
was
was saying
crying.
everything. He was getting ready to say racism all.
And yeah, he was a nigga then.
Mm-hmm.
He was a nigga then. He was like, "Oh my God, what are they doing to the black people?" Oh. And then as soon as Stangonia get called off his ass, suddenly he's Cuban.
Yeah, now it's Gary Russell. You need to pull his pants up.
Right, Gary Russell needs to fight more often. Thank God he got off the belt. Now to be more active. And Gerard Ennis need to fight some damn body. He needs to do something with his career. I'm like, oh, okay.
As soon
Oh,
as you could take that L from Spence, you just need to hurry up and get back in that ring. You being inactive,
I'm gonna call for Gerard Ennis versus your Dennis Ugas a motherfucking fight.
right?
Off top, immediate.
You could, Sean Porter was a two-time welterweight champion. You can do it too.
No, he gonna be talking about retirement. Watch. he gonna be talking about retirement fucking immediately. And you know what I was thinking to myself? Jerron Ennis really needs to put himself in a position to get the WBO strap. And the reason why I say this is because, like, even if Spence and Crawford, because I know Crawford got it right now, even if Spence and Crawford end up fighting, when one of them moves up to try to challenge Charlo Jr., if that even happens, Jerron Ennis should be next up in line to challenge for that fight. That's why he needs to be in line to get the WBO at 147, so he could immediately go up and challenge for undisputed there too. You know what I'm saying? So I think he needs to. I think he needs to fucking put himself in a position to get that, to get the vacant WBO, because then he could be a champion at 147, and then the winner of Charlo Jr. versus Spence or Bud, whoever wins that fight, he could just press the mandatory and instantly just get an undisputed fight up there too, and then that would skyrocket his career because he's already almost 30-0.
Hey, I wouldn't be I'm gonna keep it 100. I think that's Devin Haney situation put a lot of fire at these boxers' asses because it's like, dude, you see niggas is doing whatever it takes to make these big fights. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, and I think Jerron Ennis is the type of fighter that would do it on the cheap. He like, fuck the money. I just want to beat these dudes, so now I can be on top. That's what it's all about.
That's the mentality I have if I was a boxer.
Right.
And I knew I was super skilled.
Yeah, it's different if you're a Kambosos or a Tiafimo or a Lomachenko where you know you're not the best of the best of the best. But if you feel like there's nobody in the division fucking with you, especially if dudes are already scared of you and you have the mental advantage, oh yeah, I'd be like, whatever. I'm gonna just smoke these motherfuckers, and then when I'm on top, I'm charging. Everybody else taking discounts.
Devin Haney can go on a little run if you want to after this shit.
And he should, but after fighting two bums to make some of this bread back. He should absolutely go on a tear. But if I was him, I would fight two straight garbage fights in a row, make a lot of money, like $4 million per fight, and then I would go ahead and go on a run.
I want that nigga to whoop Tio so bad.
Tio's not gonna take that.
Hell no, he ain't gonna take that.
Especially if he gets that WBO on 140, he ain't gonna be mad. And the thing is, if Devin Haney looks vulnerable, okay, sure, he might try to take him at 140. But if Devin Haney get in here and wash these dudes in 3 of these fights, oh hell no.
I posted that video of George Kambosos walking in that empty stadium, and I said that nigga probably thinking, "Damn, I'm about to get my ass kicked to this bitch 2 fucking times."
Damn, that's me. I bet you wonder how I got here.
I bet you wonder how I got here, right? It all started with these black gloves that I wore to a press conference.
You can just tell the way he carries himself. Like he has never had money, fame, or recognition in his entire life. Like he walks and talks like he's so new to the shit. Like he just running his fucking mouth.
And that's why he sounds so stupid in the press conference, because he was just like trying to mimic Devin Haney. And I'm just like, bro, you look stupid doing this shit because you know it's not even you.
Like the way Bill Haney and Devin Haney carry themselves, like you can tell they've had bread for like a long time. They've been having money for quite some time now. That's why Devin Haney, people don't realize, Devin Haney said he literally made no money his first 20 fights. He made like $500-$600, like nothing basically. Like basically all the expenses to have training camps cost more than the money he was making in fights. He's like, I didn't start making any money until I was like 21-0. People think, oh, he just came in the game making all his bread. Like, no, I didn't make any bread until I was 21-0. What the fuck y'all talking about?
I was just doing all this shit for practice.
Yeah, like exactly. He like even when he fought on Top Rank at 17, he didn't make no bread off that shit. He didn't make shit.
I didn't even know this nigga even fought on Top Rank, but Top Rank, they go in there and pull out the votes. They start fucking blowing dust off the damn film.
Right. And I'm glad
Devin Haney at fucking 17. I said, whoa, I didn't know this nigga fought for that ever.
And I'm glad you just said that, because to all the people that were saying, "Oh, Top Rank loved Devin Haney, they wanted to sign him," why the fuck didn't y'all know he fought on Top Rank?
That's true. I ain't gonna lie. I said that. I thought that he wanted to sign him a long time ago.
That's what fucking assholes who like to suck Bob Arum dick said. But how come
not me? I ain't on that shit with Bob Arum. Hell no.
No, 100%. But I'm just saying that's the narrative they're trying to put out. Like, oh, Top Rank always wanted Devin Haney. Okay, so why weren't they promoting him heavy even though he fought on Top Rank?
I don't know.
Hush.
My thing, what I was thinking when it came to that, I was thinking because Probably Devin them didn't want to be there. They're still shopping around.
And also probably because they know the history of Bob Arum from Mayweather. Because that's where he came from. He came from the Mayweather gym. He was training with his father and some other people, and he probably heard the stories from Mayweather. Just like he heard the stories from Mickey Bay and didn't want to sign to Mayweather. Because he knew he would end up probably like Richards and Hitchens. He'd be fucking walking in Tank's shadow. He was like, nah, I'm straight on all that, bro. I don't want to do all that.
Richard hit. I'm like, boy, shit. I don't know, man. That's gonna take a lot of work to fix his career up right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because they're not doing nothing with him.
Cause I'm thinking to myself, like, how can they even spin it? But I'm like, well, you got to give him a good fight. But damn, he ain't knocking nobody out. Does he really have a personality? Who can we sell this guy to? The Haitians. Haitians don't only watch boxing, do
I
they?
mean, little Africa is cool, and he's kind of got like Shakur Stevenson vibes. But Shakur Stevenson is his own person, and Little Africa, with all due respect, I don't think is probably not as talented. But the thing is, you need to put him in positions where he can actually compete with these guys, where he can have showcase performances to where it shows that he is up there. But Mayweather not concerned with making fucking fights that don't involve Tank.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When he came out here to Minnesota and performed against Odu,
Malik
crowd was
Hawk,
kind of like, where the concession stand at again? That's the type of shit they was on.
yeah,
I
because
ain't gonna lie.
he's not a puncher. I like Richards and Hitchens because I'm a fan of all boxers. Like I like punchers, but I also like pure boxers. But yeah, most people just want to see dudes get smoked. That's why people love Tank because they know somebody getting destroyed. And that's just how boxing is.
Seeing those fights though did make me appreciate Wilder because I'm like, yo, like I've been to a lot of boxing matches now, but the excitement the whole crowd had when Wilder knocked Fury down was a different type of feeling. Even though Fury knocked down Wilder, nobody really was as many people that was there wasn't cheering as loud as they was when Wilder knocked down Fury. That type of knockdown, I don't know, that type of shit is missed in the game of boxing, and they're gonna be crying about that shit ever after. Look how they talking about Wilder today on Twitter.
People giving him his
They
respect on
missed the
Twitter.
Yeah,
nigga.
they miss
They missed the
him.
photo wall.
They
Yeah,
miss him like we miss him, but they
yeah,
miss him even more.
yeah. And while he was in here whooping asses, y'all should have like when. But the thing is, when it comes to making fights that people wanted to see, y'all was against it. Like when he was hunting AJ, niggas was like, oh no, he doesn't deserve that and all that weak shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you really trying to
Where
protect
does a
AJ?
bum in Alabama get money to even have $50 million? I remember they used to say that stupid ass shit.
All right.
He's from Alabama. Even Eddie Hearn said that slick racist shit.
Yeah, and then when he came with the 50 minutes, where did he get that kind of dough?
Proof of funds. How'd you
Like,
get that money?
oh,
Said
that
all the
sounds
people that saying proof of funds and where he get the money from are now fucking Team Pro Bellum
yeah, and you know
and,
what that sounds like?
and MTK.
That sounds a lot like, oh, I got to make sure the signatures ain't fake. That's what that
Hmm.
sounds like. That
Oh
weird shit.
yeah,
I gotta make sure the money is real. We gotta certify. We gotta have a Western Union notary and all that weak shit. I'm like,
bro.
man,
If I knew I was about to get the biggest payday in my life twice back to back, you think I'll be saying that signature fake?
bro,
What?
I don't care if you give me a bag with $50 million in it and there's a human finger in that motherfucker. I'm gonna throw that shit. I'm gonna flush that shit down the toilet and keep it pushing. I really don't.
Exactly.
I
Keep
really
it
don't
pushing.
care.
Throw a couple of fucking dollar bills in the wash, nigga.
Right, like I really don't care, bro. I appreciate the money. I'm starting camp. Goodbye.
Facts.
And,
He told me I started camp. I started camp. Nigga started camp to fight who? Who did you start camp to fight?
and then his
Lomachenko, right?
and then his trainer is some nigga that absolutely fucking nobody has heard of. I don't know who the fuck is training this fucking dude.
Exactly. His pops in there silent too. His pops was silent as hell at that press conference. But back remember his pops was talking all that hot shit when he was fighting Lopez. It's a different energy this time around.
Yeah, because they was doing their best not to get this fucking fight, and now that it's made, they trying to they all that talking they did, everything they said has been debunked. So now they trying not to look like complete bitches, even though it's not working.
It's not working at all.
It look terrible. And
So,
the thing is,
somebody A wise man told me you can't control what somebody says out their own mouth.
And what bothers me is that people are like going out of their way not to cook Cambosos and Tiafimo. I'm like, bro, these people have lied to you and have publicly ducked a bunch of smoke. Why are y'all not cooking them? Just like Jaime Munguia wasn't cooked hard enough. Y'all cooked Wilder for taking the best smoke humanly possible 3 times back to back to back. But these dudes are actively ducking big money opportunities and fighting people and ducking people that y'all say ain't even good, and y'all not cooking them. The fuck?
Your boy, motherfucking Ortiz. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of Virgil Ortiz. I'm not. I'm really not. That whole shit with
Either
amnesia.
he
I'm not.
not
I'm not gonna let
he
that
not
shit.
really.
It's like, and then it's him pulling out. He's giving me fucking Tiafimo vibes.
He's giving me Munguia vibes. Fucking almost dying at weigh-ins to fight nobody. Like, was McKinson worth your fucking life? What was it? Like, dude, nobody knows who McKinson is right now. Nobody. You willing to die over nothing? Shit is fucking nuts, bro.
Facts.
These niggas talking about. These niggas in the chat going back and forth over who's the lead at welterweight. What the fuck?
That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm reading that shit. I'm like, crying and picking somebody off again.
Bro, like the elite welterweights, they already speak for themselves. The elite welterweights are fucking Spence, Crawford, well, and also depends on we're talking about skill level or like body of work, because the elite welterweights speak for themselves. Spence, Crawford, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, those are the elite welterweights based on body of work, and also Keith Thurman. Now you want to talk about skill level? That's a different conversation. But anyways.
Yeah, cry. Errol Spence is king, hands down.
Anyway,
That's a good.
shit. I gotta show y'all the piece before I get up out of here. That's what I got so far.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Devin look like Martin Luther King or some shit in there, right?
I know, because he represented the country, man.
No bullshit.
It's sad because he's not going to get any respect until he's retired. We're gonna watch him grow for the next 10, 15 years, and then people are not going to start to give him respect until either he loses to somebody who's not black or he retires.
I mean, you already seen it. They already talking about is he on the pound for pound if he wins. What you mean if he's what nigga? Shut up.
That whack shit just fucking fishing.
And then when I
fishing for
called them
argument.
out on it, they're like, "Oh, bro, I wasn't trying to be like that when I said that, bro. What do you mean? So what are you doing? You just posted shit for shock value, then?"
Yeah, and then I just asked him, so why is Lomachenko on the pound for pound list? Huh?
Huh?
Why is he still a PPP fighter? Oh, because he got 3 of the belt. Exactly, you dumb motherfucker.
Exactly. But shit, all right, I'm out of here, y'all.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna fuck with y'all, man.